secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
57, Mike 57.
Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Denzel Mims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across
the pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Completes it, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Darnold to throw again. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Goff. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jets 20, Steelers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, gone. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down, a run with Breida. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
3rd and long. It's gone. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Brings up second.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on first down. It's Watkins, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Darnold. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Ficken on now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jets 27, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now gone. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Watkins. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this will be caught at the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
57 to the mark. 57 to the mark.
Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's now 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Watkins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, it's Watkins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the option on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. This is Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the 50, it's gone. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He was 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run again with Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the air now with Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Solomon Thomas in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
7-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Steelers.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims.
Darnold.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Goff. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st and 10, Goff letting one go deep for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Able to connect to Mims. 7 yards there and a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Darnold. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Number 20.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Watkins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them.